Yo, what is up guys? Delboy here, aka Blue Collar Sports TV. If you're new here, smash that subscribe button and also hit the like. Anyway, I was listening to a live stream by Ring IQ today while I was working, and I was kind of listening to it in the background. But the topic was fan media, or like YouTube media in boxing, and I was listening away, interesting conversation. And a certain issue came up in regards to Joy Phelps. Apparently, Joy Phelps was in a joint kind of interview with Kugan Cassius, Marco Villenegas and Radio Raheem. And in this joint interview, which was basically a circle jerk by the way, the only person in that interview who came across as likeable was Marcos Villenegas. But anyway, it was a circle jerk, and in this interview, Joy Phelps basically said, we do so much for these promoters, we give them so much exposure, and we should be compensated during the COVID-19 lockdown. We should be looked after by the promoters. Fuck me, what an entitled slag. I honestly don't know where to start with this one. I really don't. Let's be honest, Joy Phelps primarily gets a lot of her traffic from Eddie Hearn shows. You know, that's a big part of her content. And essentially, she's asking people like Eddie Hearn to pay her bills while the COVID-19 lockdown is going on. I mean, first and foremost, there's so much wrong with that statement. The entitlement is disgusting, in all honesty. Bear in mind, people like Joy Phelps, Eddie Hearn and other promoters, they sort these people out cushy. They pay for their flights, they pay for their accommodation, they pay for their travel, and Eddie gives these journalists, and I say that word lightly, access to their A-level fighters, you know, the likes of a Joshua and people like that. And here she is, still demanding more, still demanding Eddie Hearn pays her bills. I mean, don't this guy sort you out enough? I mean, putting you up in luxury hotels and giving you access to their most premier fighters, isn't that enough? I mean, Joy Phelps is supposed to be a content creator. While this lockdown is going on, why not pump out some additional content? Why not actually work off your own back to pay your bills, instead of relying on the handouts of others, you entitled swine? It's embarrassing, man. And also, think about that statement. Oh, someone like Eddie should pay my bills. Think about that. Just for a second. She's supposed to be a journalist, covering the sport impartially, and yet here she is asking for a promoter to give her handouts. Don't you think that's a conflict of interest? As I've said before, 99% of these journalists out there are shills. They are paid shills, and they have no credibility whatsoever. Joy Phelps is the perfect example because, let's be honest, past the exterior, she offers absolutely fuck all. Sweet FA, she offers nothing. Because she can't interview, she doesn't know a fish hook from a left hook. She's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Can we just be honest? Can we be real for 1 second? If Joy Phelps looked like a dog's dinner, she would have about 100 subscribers. All she brings to the table is her exterior. Yeah, she's a decent looking girl, and I would, by the way, I'm not disputing that, but what else does she bring to the table? Yeah, she's okay to look at, but listen, this is a testament to how terrible she is. She's okay to look at, but I still can't stomach her interviews because they're so fucking terrible. She's awful, and yet here she is, asking people like Eddie Hearn to pay her bills. The entitlement is crazy, and it really sums up the degenerate, entitled culture that we live in, and we see a lot of that behaviour within the YouTube boxing community, you know, full of degenerates. Can we just be real? Full of absolute degenerates, you know. Joy Phelps, fuck me, I mean, Jesus Christ. She had a nightmare with that comment, honestly. Oh, pay my bills, pay my bills. Michelle, use your initiative. You know, you got here for a certain reason. Let's be honest. Let's just be honest here. Why not start up an OnlyFans? You've got an army of simp fans. Let's be real, yeah? I don't know how many subscribers she's got, but let's just say for argument's sake, 200,000. 80% of those are simps. 180,000 of those are simps. Start an OnlyFans account and your simp army will follow you and pay for your content. That is how Joy Phelps gets through lockdown. I'm not only a cruel bastard and criticising her, I am suggesting a way in which she can pay her bills. I'm a kind soul, I'm a gentle soul. Deep down, I'm a good guy. And listen, another thing, I'm assuming Michelle Joy Phelps earns a good wage. She earns some good money. If you're a person who earns more than a modest salary and you have no savings and you live month to month, check to check, then you're a fucking idiot. That's all there is to it. If you are earning more than a modest salary and you can't get through a couple of months lockdown, then that's on you. You're a fucking moron. You know, maybe Michelle Joy Phelps should hire some fucking financial advisor by the name of Barry Goldstein and, you know, help her finances out, because she's got no fucking clue. Begging for money like an absolute hoe. You may as well start an OnlyFans, in all honesty, Michelle. You know, listen, it's a viable option in which it can get you through this lockdown, and I'm sure you would earn a lot of money because, like I say, your simp army will definitely support you. But yeah, I think that's where I want to end this video. And actually, one more thing. I'm sure we're going to get a few simps come through crying and being emotional, smashing the dislike. Listen, that amuses me, in all honesty. It really does. So I'm looking forward to seeing some of you dance for me as well, you simps out there. And any simps who do come across, I dislike Michelle Joy Phelps, and for some reason she follows me on Twitter. So the girl you're simping for, some reason follows me on Twitter. Get cucked by Delboy. Peace.